Apple CEO Tim Cook revealed this morning that he has invested in cryptocurrency. Which cryptocurrency he declined to comment, and how long ago he chose to invest. He also declined to comment. And lastly, Apple itself is not investing in crypto at this time. But it does speak a lot to the market itself that the CEO of Apple has some cryptocurrency exposure. He said that he sees it just as a part of a diversified portfolio at this point, which itself could kind of open up the floodgates for more people being comfortable with it. Saw in the spring when Tesla started buying Bitcoin and Elon Musk started buying Bitcoin, that kind of opened up the floodgates itself to see an S&P 500 listed company investing in cryptocurrency, gave it some legitimacy. Apple obviously has a pretty big stamp of approval sticker you can throw on anything. And if Tim Cook is investing in it, then your grandma surely can as well. Amy, what's your thoughts on that story?
I mean, I think that this is always how the trickle starts. You have the CEO getting a little bit interested, you find out that they're a holder, and then you know that things have been put in motion, and whether it's just an idea percolating and they're thinking, how can we incorporate this? But it's always about getting the CEO on board first. And so it seems that Tim Cook has, I mean, if he's declining to comment about when he got involved, it's probably a good move. I think people would be going back over like price charts and being like, oh, there's a big spike. I wonder if that's his address. And that's the problem with having everything on an open ledger where this thing can be tracked to a great extent. But I think it's incredibly exciting. Tim Cook, Apple they've just done some fantastic stuff, also some bad stuff. We won't go into all of the scanning, but I'm generally a big fan of Apple and the way that they've brought privacy to the masses in a way that no one else has really achieved. They've made incredible strides for privacy. And I wonder if they can do the same for cryptocurrency. It would be awesome if they found a way to incorporate this. And Apple Pay, I mean, it started off with a trickle. People were like, I don't really know how to use this. And no one was really using it. And then now it's just pervasive. Everyone's accepting it. Everyone's using it. And so if they can find a way to incorporate this stuff down the line, that's really exciting news. But George, I think I saw your hand go up.
Yeah, I think something that we aren't really talking about, this is Tim Cook, the Apple CEO, not Steve Jobs or Steve Wozniak, the Apple founders. Steve Jobs, if he came out and said, oh, I hold Bitcoin, everyone would sort of be, okay, he's sort of this esoteric guy. Right. And yes, he created this amazing company, very revolutionary, but everyone would be like, okay, he's kind of a crazy guy. He has this weird diet. He microdoses XYZ drugs. He's kind of a weird guy. But this is Tim Cook, the Duke MBA educated businessman who built $1 trillion business, took this awesome idea into $1 trillion business. Now this is like, oh, it's okay to invest in these type of things. And this isn't some crazy guy. This is Tim Cook. So it's kind of I think it says what Will is saying there, where just, your grandma could buy it now.
I'm just more surprised. I would be more surprised to find out he hadn't put money into Bitcoin at this point. I mean, as you said, he might not be Steve Wozniak, but Woz has been in it a while. So this is not new territory for Apple types to be going for. And I mean, Apple did have some pay stuff, the Apple Pay rather, with payments being a big deal. I think that it's just, he's sort of like, yeah, okay, I've got crypto, what of it? Doesn't everybody at this point, is how I feel about it. I'm not sure that's what he was saying, but I'm kind of like that with most big figures.
It is a big turnaround from what he said in the past, though. So let's look at some of his comments historically. There was an article in Cult of Mac titled, Why Apple CEO Tim Cook Hates Cryptocurrency. This was 2019. So we know he wasn't investing in 2019. It was sometime after that. So he's not like some $1 Bitcoin whale there. But he says, I deeply believe that money must remain in the hands of states. He says, I am not comfortable with the idea that a private group creates a competing currency. A private company does not have to seek to gain power in this way. Money, like defense, must remain in the hands of the state. It is in the heart of their mission. He misses the mark so badly in this. I'm just glad that he's had a change of heart and decided to realize how this is such a freedom enabler for people all over the globe. We're not just thinking about the US here and whether he wants his government to, protect its citizens, as, a lot of people buy into that narrative. Perhaps he's starting to see the effects and the ripple effects of having money or the separation of money and state, which is an incredibly powerful thing that we're moving towards. So I'm just glad he's changed his mind.